This is a tour of my bedroom, and it's not just any bedroom because as you can see, we filled it with cheap IKEA furniture and a bunch of really cool Lego sets. In this video, I'll be touring it. Starting off here, as you can see, we have these big glass doors. They're 8 feet tall doors. We also have the blueprints for the Lego brick and minifig over here. On this display case, there is LEDs in every shelf, and unfortunately, the bottom shelf is not plugged in right now because it's not working. The top half is working, and you can just control the colors of that display case. At the bottom, we have the Millennium Falcon from The Force Awakens. Then we have these two cool race cars, this cool glass brown sculpture from Hawaii, and we also have this bug, the big UCS Y-Wing, 2 different separate Lego Star Wars advent calendars, the Lego Star Wars Darth Vader's castle set, the advent calendar from last year, the UCS Slave 1. Then on the top shelf, as you can see, we've got 3 custom cars, 2 over here, 1 over here, 2 custom mechs, which I made on my own, and right here, a sealed copy of the Mandalorian Battle Pack, the giant Lego Ideas treehouse, and over here, another sealed copy of the Lego Star Wars Duel on Mustafar set. Then this is my big bed. Above that, we have 3 super large and very long floating shelves. On these shelves, it's just a ton of sets. I'm not going to describe everyone in detail, but it's mostly just sets on this shelf with a few custom creations. On the second shelf up here, we also have just a mix of custom creations and sets. On the third shelf, it is mostly sets, and it's mostly taller ones, so that way you can see them from down here, as these shelves are very high off the ground. To the left of that, we have this nightstand with a light, all of this from IKEA, of course. This is the Lego Star Wars Imperial TIE Fighter from Solo: A Star Wars Story, a more older set of the Y-Wing, and then up here we have a Boba Fett buildable figure. And on top of that box shelf, we have the Slave 1 20th Anniversary Edition from Lego Star Wars. To the left of that is this big window. As you can see, it's just plants outside, and this is where I just store a bunch of stuff that I'm using. To the left of that, we have this big minifig wall storing about half of my Lego Star Wars minifigs. The other halves are in this drawer in my desk. And that brings us to the desk, which is pretty long and has 1 chair and a filing cabinet, and this is where we keep stuff like camera supplies and batteries and chargers and all that stuff. A wireless charger for my phone, a light, and another light, and this one is for doing stop motions on my desk, and it's just LED. Under here, we also have this very nice power brick to plug in all the USB ports and outlets for charging all the different devices. Above that desk, we have this very cool floating shelf, and that's part of these 3, which are shorter than the ones over there. They just have a bunch of mix between sets and custom creations, such as all these microfighters. This one and this one are custom. We also have this custom swamp vehicle and the Darth Vader buildable figure, which, fun fact, on my first YouTube channel was the first Lego video I ever made. On the second shelf, more custom creations and sets, another Y-Wing. On the third shelf of this wall, we have a Lego droid transporter and the very old Sandcrawler, as well as a droid gunship right there. And we have this cool light, and I really like this one because it reminds me of the Death Star exploding.